You know, Tardy-Laurent's always been a house name for us over the last 25, 30 years here at WineX. But, you know, recently the wines just seem to be getting just better and better. You know, we've always adored these wines. They're distinctive, they have personality, they have character. And now we see even more character and personality from the little wines, right? Which, when you're a negociant operation like Tardy-Laurent is, the key is sourcing, relationships, people you know, making this happen. You know, it's not, you're not married to a domain or an estate, but you're kind of married to like 30 different domains and estates, if you will. So the key is having these relationships and making these vineyards magical. So when you get the grapes every year, everything is just perfect and on fire. And the 2022 Tardy-Laurent Côtes du Rhône Les Becs fan is, as Dan Patrick would say, en fuego. On fire, absolutely gorgeous wine this year. This is a WineX house pour. For the price, simply ridiculous. And the key thing here is it's mostly Syrah. All right, so think about wines like Chaves, Mon Coeur, Côtes du Rhône, and this style of wine, or Saint-Côme. Saint-Côme's Côtes du Rhône is mostly Syrah, or maybe even 100% Syrah. The Syrah in the Southern Rhone at this level makes really beautiful wine, okay? If you're trying to sell this Syrah for $100 a bottle, maybe you might want to go to Côtes and Hermitage to have that experience based on their granitic soils and the unique terroir of those areas. But in this price point, from these vineyards, the Syrah here is incredible value. So we're talking about 35 to 100-year-old vines, first of all, right? So no young vines. Well, as you know, in the Côtes du Rhône, 35 is like kind of young. In America, it's like old. Right, so here, these at 35 years old, these vines are just getting their legs under them. 70 Syrah, 30 Grenache, no new oak. I think we're dealing with concrete here, maybe some bigger wood, etc. And as is always with Côtes du Rhône, the point is no oak. The point is simplicity. The point is extending the character of these old vines from these terroirs into the bottle and presenting you a wine, a no-fuss red wine that really delivers with character and personality. And they source from serious terroirs, right? So Lirac and Signargues and a lot of really top-notch villages in the Côtes du Rhône go into this wine. But they just call it Côtes du Rhône, you know what I'm saying? And just beautiful stuff. What do you want your $13 wine to do? Gets too complex, then it's all of a sudden it's maybe austere or too structured, or you know what I mean? And here you just want something you can drink the hell out of every night. A lot of it. And these guys have done this. And in 22 they did it in spades. You know, 22 was also a mixed season, but definitely much better than 21. 22 is more 20-ish, I'd say, stylistically. Early reports, we've had a few 22s that have been really enjoyable. And when you get that type of vintage, then the Côtes du Rhônes really pop because you have a nice, easy, fruity, fruit-forward vintage. That's what these wines are supposed to do. 22 for the top wines, Van de Garde, top flight Chateauneufs, etc. Hey, maybe a little more, you know, in and out, a little more heterogeneous. But with these wines, a vintage like 22 is just a godsend. It just makes, just for wines that just great purity and balance and drinkability. I forgot this wine. You know, I haven't had this wine since we did the deal and tasted this 3-4 months ago. And now I remember one aspect of this wine which intrigued the hell out of me is that in the center, the 30% Grenache almost takes over. The Syrah is this frame, and the wine finishes Syrah and it starts Syrah. But that 30% Grenache in the middle must be some serious Grenache because it jumps in, creams out the middle, creates more depth and breadth in depth and breadth. Say that 10 times fast in the mid palate, and makes for this wine that is just a complete pleasurable drinking experience. This is fun. I forgot. Honestly, I kind of forgot what this tasted like, and that's why we're doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like. What a delightful, enjoyable wine. And there's structure here. So, weeknight, beef stew, leftover beef stew, you know, this type of thing, this wine's gonna hit. The Syrah provides that frame. What a beautiful frame that is. Love this shiznit. 91 points from Jeb Dunnick too, so it's got a score, so you're allowed to drink it and share it with your friends and tell them how great it is. He's right. This is gorgeous Côtes de Rhône. And at this special pricing, you know, we're working directly almost with the winery now with a very low margin in between. This creates a scenario where we can sell this wine to you for $13. I mean, $13 for a Côtes de Rhône of this quality is, well, that's just silly. It's just silly, dumb, stupid, crazy, and delicious. $13, click below, get yours, like us, do whatever. We're like really awesome and stuff.